What's up, everybody? This is D. Joseph Allen. Thanks for tuning in. Today's video is colorfully titled Fuck Context. I'm sure you're all very aware of the concept of context. Context may be very important. Of course, we have to use it to analyze almost everything. However, I think that there are some instances in which context is completely irrelevant. And that's why I say fuck context. So there's this thing called the context principle, which we've all probably put into practice, although I certainly didn't know that it had like this definition. But it's called the context principle, and it holds that you should never ask for the meaning of a word in isolation, but only in the context of a proposition. Now, what about analyzing a proposition in the context of other propositions? I think that holds valid as well. So I want to apply this to the Bible. Now, we always get in discussions with theists the argument that you have to take things in context. That, you know, where you find quote unquote nasty passages in the Bible, they all have a reason, and you have to take everything in context. And so I think fair enough. Let's do that. So what I'm going to try and do here is I'm going to ask theists to do the following for me. I'm going to take 3 phrases that in some form of wording or another are in the Bible. I'm going to give them to you. I'm going to give you these 3 phrases. Now you can reword them any way you want, as long as you keep the meaning intact. And you are going to give me one paragraph, or at least a long sentence, in which the context that you are adding to these phrases that I'm going to give you justifies them, makes them all right, doesn't make them morally wrong, etc., etc., etc. Are you ready? Here we go. 1. Sell your daughter into slavery. 2. Take my daughters and rape them. 3. Slash open pregnant women to kill them and their babies. I'm going to put them over here on the sidebar so you can read them. But take 1, 2, or all 3 of these propositions if you want, and include them in a paragraph or in a long sentence in which the context of it, what surrounds this proposition, would make it all right, and it wouldn't bother you one bit to make a statement like this. So that's my challenge to theists. You're always claiming that context is important. All 3 of these appear in the Bible. They are always justified either by, from what I can see, one of 2 ways. 1, context. You have to take into account the historical context and the context of the language and this, that, and the other. And 2, God is all good and he's all powerful and he's moral, so if he does it, it's fine, basically. I mean, it's obviously sometimes presented in a more nuanced way than that, but basically that's the argument. If God does it, it's okay because he's God. So I want you to take these 3 phrases out of the context of the Bible and write any other context you want, and show me how the context on these 3 propositions would suddenly make them all right. That's about it. Thanks for tuning in. Remember to rate and comment, and I'll see you next time.